What's going on? Chris here. So, just here to talk about the markets. Just something that I've been watching and observing. So, just looking at 42 macro and their forecast, it looks pretty straight on. 3 month neutral outlook for stocks. Bonds is bullish for the 3 months. The dollar is bearish. I agree with that. Neutral for commodities. Neutral 3 month outlook for Bitcoin. Bullish 3 month outlook for 42 macro subscribers. But yeah, for the most part, I think that's correct. And the reason why is because I think we're going to be choppy. If we were to just look at the most recent math solve that look at this, it's just up and then down. We've almost pretty much, like, if this forecast came true and pretty much followed the same kind of forecast for 42 macro, it's neutral. It's gone nowhere. It's like in the middle of the channel. Like, it's gone nowhere for, like, according to this. If we went all the way up here and came back, we'll be back where we started at the beginning of April. So pretty much nowhere. So this is kind of my neutral forecast of what it would look like if it were to be neutral, and I think it's going to be. This is the long-term bullish forecast all the way till June, and after June, I'm expecting a big puke or dump. That's both including the price forecast and also forecast of fundamental data. We'll get to that. But just to dig deeper into why I believe that it's going to shoot up a little bit more to 4241 and then dump to 4060.18 or 4056.18. You pick your 618, but it's basically going to pump and dump. And the reasoning is because we have a naked daily breaker. This acts as a magnet. Not only does this daily breaker act as a magnet, we got math vortexes, acting as a magnet right here. This whole fib spiral connects 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's been acknowledged by the peak 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of touches. And not only are the touches important, but also the numbers of acknowledgement, which are the golden ratio, and the soul, the speed of light, 144 or 411 variant, and the acknowledgement of price on 241, yeah, 241, and then 086 or 0618, 681 here. Maybe that we could do, I don't know, the 681 is a possible. Maybe we do 5681. So we get 50. Yeah, let's try 5681. There we go. Now we got 681 there, 5681. It's going to come down here, basically. It's going to come down to these lows and maybe have equal lows. And equal lows, according to this, will be 40, 61, 14. I don't know. It's kind of close to... Let's put the magnet back on. There it is, 681. Oh, no. Oh, it went below 61. It's kind of crazy, though. 618 is almost equal lows. 61.8. So you could go for equal lows, or you could go for 4056.81. I think either could be right. I have no idea what's going to be right. It's kind of around there. And if we were to take a look at the naked breaker and just kind of where that says at 4062.78. So, you pick your, I think, yeah, it's going to overtake the low here, and it's not going to have equal lows because it's got to retest this breaker. And it's going to have a daily break on the downside, nested daily breaker for a long consolidation. And that's kind of why I think it's going to, this whole sell in May and go away. It's going to take the whole month to consolidate, and I think it's going to go below the equal lows. So it's good that it goes below it. 40.56.81. Yeah, I think, or you could go 1.8. I think 1.8 sounds more accurate. In terms of like the tip of the triangle, we're getting closer. 46.18. Let's try that. It's too low. Yeah, so we'll undo that. But yeah, I think for the most part, that's the 1 month forecast, and it's acknowledged by Timing Solutions. Roughly 5.7, we hit a peak. 5.19, we hit some kind of trough, and according to the 4-year annual, it lasts all the way till June. According to this, we hit the peak around the 7th. If we were to go here, roughly the 5th, and roughly the 22nd. So it's very similar in terms of the acknowledgement of the forecasts, and then the naked breaker and blah blah blah, nested breaker kind of idea of just long-term consolidation with the daily breakers, and then long-term forecast all the way till June 20th. We're gonna consolidate for the month of May, and then June spike up here with the triple phi leg. Phi is like the golden number, the 618, and the variations of that, and then the magic number of 0.999 or Nikola Tesla's 369, and this could have been 0.60, but whatever. It's got lots of 6 in it, so there's a lot of acknowledgement of the math right there. So yeah, that's pretty much it for forecast. I gave you my short term for the month of May forecast, and then the long term forecast all the way to June before the puke, and the idea that this might be the top for the quarter in June is acknowledged by the fundamental charting, the fundamental data. You can go to my media, and then it's roughly right here. Reverse repo spiking in June 26th. This is the 4-week Treasury spiking June 23rd. The unemployment rate is spiking in the forecast June 3rd. And then we got the delinquencies hitting some kind of peak in July 3rd. And then the credit spreads widening or hitting some kind of peak in June 15th or a little after. And so, I just showed that to say that the fundamentals acknowledge the math from Candle Box Law and his math chart, and just showing just how awesome it is. If you were to just have confidence in the math of the symmetry of what Candle Box Law has put up, then that's all you need, pretty much. But if you wanted more confirmation, more confluence, I just gave it to you with forecasts of not only credit spreads, unemployment rate, delinquencies, and 4-week Treasury bills and reverse repo. But you could take whatever you want. These are all forecasts, and at the end of it, I will say that all of it's just the best guess, but it's the best educated guess we got. And I started with the forecast for the 3-month, and I would stand by what he said about the 3-month forecast being neutral and really good for bonds. for the most part, neutral for everything, and for bonds, it's good, and that makes sense for just how the volatility to come, not only to the upside and downside. So thanks for watching. See you next video.